what's coming up ahead.
Welcome to the CEO Sisters Road Trip, the podcast where we navigate the journey of building a business with purpose, a little bit of humor, and a whole lot of heart. I'm Liz, and alongside me on this journey is my sister, Sarah. We're your co-pilots offering strategic business advice, relatable stories, and the honest, supportive perspective you need to stay on track. This isn't just about revenue and growth. It's about helping you, the woman behind the business, truly flourish. We'll dive into the real challenges, the financials, the marketing, the vision, and the team. And we'll show you how to find hope, confidence, and a clear road forward. Each episode is designed to give you the tools and the motivation to take the next right turn. So let's turn up the volume, grab some road snacks, and get going. Oh, hey. Hey, sis. Welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the show.
So I'm excited. Here's episode 2 that we're going to change. We're going to flip it a little bit. So last week we talked about me and we talked about my story and all that stuff of how Your Business Matters got started, how I started Leaderly, where I got a Profit First Professionals, and now here with Your Business Matters and this amazing show that I'm so excited about. Today, though, we're getting to talk about you. From my here, listeners, this is what Sarah and I used to get in fights about because I would call her my little sister.
And I hated it.
So much. Hated it so
Why do you have to introduce me as your little sister? Can I just be your sister?
Because I wanted it ownership. I liked it. I
always felt more mature than you. So it should have been, we didn't need the little.
And I think that's why I did it. Because I needed to be like, I am the mature one, even though I'm insane.
No,
I think that's why it was. Yeah. I think I was projecting and needing. I needed something. I needed to feel mature. So today we're going to talk about how you went from being my little baby, teeny baby sister to this baller pottery superstar. That's what we're going to talk about. Baller. Yes. And so we're just going to talk about Sarah Jane Pottery a little bit. We're going to talk about being sisters and the power of family and creativity and entrepreneurship and annoyances and all the things. And yeah, so that's what I want to do. So what do you think?
I think it's great. I say let's do this. We'll share some of our real life pit stops. We'll grab some actionable steps for those of you who are your own CEOs out there as well. And we'll just continue on our little journey of podcasting. So let's hit the road. And maybe your workers can turn off the shop vac. That was amazing.
You can. It's so funny. I can't decide if you can hear it.
I could hear the shop vac.
Echo cancellation.
They turned it off.
It's fine. I think they're done with that. Okay. So hey, school started. Before we dive in, school started.
School started. Well, you just started. How was your first day? You had a first day yesterday? 2 days ago?
Tuesday. 3 days ago. So this is day 4. So far so good. They woke up. They get in fights about really important things like putting the doors back on the Jeep.
Oh, yeah.
It's cold. So they do that. But so far so good. They like their classes. I'm signing permission slips for the right thing. They joined courts. They joined clubs to get some community service and some fun stuff. And all is well.
Did anybody join chorus?
No, we're not going to talk about it.
Oh.
Oh, please. I am so mad.
I thought we were going there again this season.
Oh, yeah. And then her friends.
The peer pressure.
I'm going to bop them. I'm going to bop them one. All of her friends.
You can't bop children. It's not
bopping them.
Children.
I'm going to tell their moms to bop their children. I'm so mad. It's so mad. So Noah and I have been saying how disappointed we are. And how we didn't think she was that kind of kid who really let other people make decisions for her.
Yeah. Well, and she's a quitter too. She's a quitter.
Oh, I'm so mad.
She quit too soon because she just has such a gorgeous voice. All of your children do.
All she does is sing, man.
I know. It's disappointing. Well, maybe we can get her into something else.
No, she's dead to me. Just kidding.
And scene.
Good mothering. Thank you. I'm
Yeah,
a good mom.
we're like 2 weeks in. We started a week before you, and everything's going fine. I mean, classes are going well. We've got some early dismissals. We've got sports out the wazoo, golf and
Totally.
soccer and a lot of AP classes, a heavy workload this year, but people seem to be excited. Everyone's waking up on time too, getting out the door on
Please.
time.
That's the most important thing. Benjamin did get, he was tardy
Oh, already?
on day 2. And Noah's like, what happened? And he's like, oh, I was just sitting in my car.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, you don't get senioritis on day 2.
No.
You've not earned senioritis yet.
Yeah.
That happens again. Mommy's driving you to school.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's
we
see.
now have new teachers staffed to monitor the parking lot because
Yeah.
there are too many people sitting in their cars.
It's
So
hanging out. And they're not even smoking cigarettes.
no, I think they're just TikToking. They're just scrolling. They're like every other in their car.
I'm good at dancing. Thank you. All right. Well, cheers to a new school year. Let's go. Let's go to these kids.
You
I know.
seniors, let's do this.
I'm excited.
Get them into college.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Ugh.
Oh God.
We'll talk about that another day.
Totally. All right. So, okay. It's the Sarah Show.
Mhm.
This part of this podcast, part of my mission for dragging you into this is that I love small business. I love watching people win. I love being a part of building something and watching people do amazing things. The mission in general of the CEO Sisters Road Trip is that we're going to be sharing some stories. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be learning, and we're really going to keep things moving. And my vision is that not only do we help Sarah Jane Pottery, but we're helping so many other businesses through your experiences and your shares. I have a lot of knowledge in my head and experience in my guts about building businesses, and I want to create a space for you and for other small businesses. So we're just going to tell our stories, and we're going to talk through our wins and our challenges, and we're going to make fun of ourselves a little bit.
Yep.
And then we're going to support ourselves a whole lot. Is really what I want this to be. So I want to know, I mean, I've known you literally your entire life, and literally day one I was there.
Yes.
And what I know about you is you are by far the most creative person I know, and the most happy when you're creating. And I think we've had that conversation so many times, is when you're, over the years, when you were like down and saying, I need a job, I need to do this, or you took another job that was like the pay was decent,
Right.
but it was not the right fit. Like it was suffocating you. And it was because you weren't creating, you weren't making. Like you are a maker to the nth degree.
Yep.
100%.
I'd say that over the years, that's been one of your most, you have a lot of sound advice, but one of your most sound tidbits to me is, of course you're not happy. You're not creating. You're happiest when you create, period.
Yep.
And it's
Period.
regardless of what I'm creating. I'm definitely in my zone when I'm creating something.
Yep.
Cooking, gardening.
So give us the story. Let's just start, we'll get into our little childhood later. Get into to college. So we go to college somehow, because we like to joke. Mom, we're just kidding if you ever listen to this. We didn't have any parents. We did. We had 2 parents who were wonderful.
Wonderful parents.
We have no idea what they did and how they helped us get into college. But we got into college. Tell us the story. Where'd you go?
I just forget about that whole process. I'm not sure. I applied to a couple schools. I got into a couple. I went to the Ohio State University. I got there and didn't quite know where I fit. It was a very big school, and I tried on a couple different majors before I started to take a few art classes, fell in love with it. I realized my GPA was going up and up and up because I was doing something I really loved, and I was enjoying, and I was good at it.
Exhibit A.
Yes.
Your GPA excels when you're creating.
Absolutely.
Hey, you want to take some accounting classes?
No. Right. Did not.
No.
So I ended up getting a degree in art with a focus in ceramics and just found my zone. I didn't know quite what I was going to do when I graduated. I started working for limited brands and thought, oh, maybe I'll go back and get my teaching certificate to be an art teacher. But then I got lured into corporate America and the retail fashion industry as it was in Columbus, Ohio in 2000.
Yeah.
And then from there, I kind of hopped around different brands and did project management and for the visual teams and the marketing teams. And then I got married and had babies and stayed home for years and did a lot of volunteering. And all the while, there was always a thread of going back to the pottery. So if there was a community studio, I would join that for a season, always working around my family schedule. And just this last few years, I'd say after our father passed, I really thought, you know what, I want something more. I want to actually give it a go. I was working at our community pottery studio doing their open studio hours, and the timing never quite worked for me. By the time I'd be able to get back, I couldn't manipulate the clay because it had dried out or it wasn't.
Wait, can we talk about the community that was there? Not
No.
to nope. Oh,
It was a
okay.
delightful community.
Right, there was one person that might have given you the creeps. That's all I'm going to say. And I knew that. I was like, Dad, she can't be there anymore. Like that person, whoever's doing those weird things that you were like, I'm so uncomfortable.
There are just different. I mean, some communities are better than others. And
You just needed your own space. Bottom line, you outgrew it. You needed your own space. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I did feel like I couldn't be as creative as I wanted to because I wasn't sure if what I wanted to apply was like legit or kosher, or is this something an actual potter would experiment with, or am I just so when I'm in my own space, you can see behind me. I don't care. There are no rules. I'm making up the rules as I go. So we started brainstorming. How can I get my own studio? Looked at spaces to rent. I didn't want to be too far from my house. I still have 3 kids. I still have 2 dogs. My husband works from home. And we ended up creating this little 12 by 18 she shed and having it delivered. And I already owned a wheel. I bought a fresh, brand new kiln. There she is. She's shiny and pretty.
She is really pretty. She looks like a fancy Italian pizza oven.
Oh,
or a robot.
Oh, wait. Have we talked about that? We might need to make pizzas in here. Have a pizza party?
Can you do that?
Yeah, why not? It's an oven.
Just bake pizza at 7,000 degrees.
Yeah. So here we are. So established last year, last July, I started Sarah Jane Pottery. I have had this going for some time behind the scenes, but I decided to do it full-fledged and applied to get into some shows and had a success at my first few shows. And now I'm a year in and I feel like I've my feet on the ground and I've had to pull my head down a little bit and stop making it so dreamy and making it more of a reality that this is a business and I am able to make money on this business and I am able to network and share my gifts and hopefully bring joy to other people. So that's a long-winded answer, but
I love it.
I'll let you go.
I mean, I hate the word proud because I'm not your parent. I feel like that should be a parent word. I'm not your parent.
I'm like, I'm not your mom, but I'm so proud of you. I get that.
Let's say excited. Like I'm so excited for you. It is such a joy watching you build and do what you've done. Like, thinking back a year, 2 years. So dad died. And you started thinking more about this. And as with all death, I think we all go, what are we doing? Is this right? We do a gut check. We do a life check. We do a mission check. And so you took it and said, it's time. And I love it. You took that huge step and said, this is, if not now, when? And so kudos for that for sure, because it's such a big deal. And your wonderful, supportive husband who is like happy to help you build this giant, beautiful she shed / studio. Always, he's got the entrepreneur heart as well, which is super fun and helps. It helps a lot. Like we can talk about that at another episode about how important it is to have family support.
Oh, sure.
So you have that, right? Like You have a community that is supporting you. What I want to know is in that first show, or when did it feel real? So to me, it was September 28th, 2024 is when it felt real. When did you feel like, okay, this shit is real? Yeah. This is happening. When did you feel that? Or do you feel that?
I think I've felt it a couple times, and it changes. It has changed. I'd say the first time I applied for an art show, I don't know the caliber of artists that they're admitting into their show. I didn't know if I have to submit my work, my little portfolio, and an artist statement. I didn't know if that was good enough. Excuse me, if that was good enough for them or to be a part of something. So I think the first time I got the acceptance letter, I was just probably in tears and like, oh my gosh, this is legit. I'm really doing this. I'm doing this. Yeah. And then physically being in a show, the first show, although it was supposed to be outdoors on a beautiful day, it was rainy, and I was tucked in the back of the high school gymnasium.
The auxiliary gym, not even the big gym. The short bus. Oh, that's not appropriate. But the short bus of gyms. You're sort of like, oh.
I was like, wait, what did I say?
No, I did it.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I think, but being there, it felt real. I felt like not only was I an artist, but I was selling, and I was sharing my story, and I was sharing how I got the colors I got and the shapes and forms of the timing of things. I felt like I got to be a professional in a different way than I've ever been before. And then since then, I'm continuing to grow. I'm continuing to apply to new shows that I've not been in. And I have a friend helping me right now, which is incredible. I think that has been another game changer for me. I don't have enough hours in the day to get it all done. So I don't want to call her an employee, but she's
contractor.
She's so much more than that. She's like an angel. But having her start to work with me and partner with me on this has given me a new sensibility of how real this is, and that this isn't just a hobby and I'm walking through the backyard to go throw pots. She's going to be here from 9 to 3. We've got to have our goals set up for the day. I might keep my studio clean and tidy, and everything feels different.
Yep.
Again, that full circle, I'm not real good at bringing it back. But it continues to feel more and more real as I grow and change.
Yep. I love it. Yep. So again, going back to like watching you, knowing you're happiest when you create, watching you in your element was so fun on that first show. My favorite part, was watching all your friends support you. Like the power of community, the power of women supporting women is, one of my favorite things. And your girls showed up. I know. And they showed up.
They were so generous.
It was awesome to watch. It was so, so fun to watch. It's such a gift. I love being a woman for a million reasons, and that's one of them, that we're so freely able to show how much we love our friends and how much we support them. And dudes they do that in a different way, but that was fun for me. The second part was, you remember those cute little old ladies who came over and they're like, the heck are you doing over here? Yes. We sold one piece between us today. How many did you sell? And we're like, $2,000 worth? And they're like, what? That's so great.
And being me, I'm downplaying it too. I was like, but it's my coming out party, and it was my friends buying my piece. Yeah. Like, doesn't matter.
No. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Nope. You killed it. So I loved that. I loved also, the spirit. So I want to get to like the mission of Sarah Jane Pottery, but the spirit of it for you, I think one of the things I hadn't seen before is how much you do, like you said, share, but it's sharing and educating on what you do. And I do think for a maker, that is one of the most important ways to share your value proposition, right? So that term value prop, like there are 5 bazillion pottery studios and potters and artists out there. Yep. And you say this all the time, like your biggest competition is, the $10 mug at Target. That's it. Yep. And you're like, I don't sell $10 mugs. I sell $50 mugs. And here's why. And so I'm watching you share and educate. How did that feel to start it? Because I think that changed how you carry. I watched it. I changed how you carried yourself. Like, how did that part feel for you? Did you know you were doing it?
I probably in the moment didn't, but reflecting afterwards, yeah, because it, I'm worthy. I felt worthy. I felt like my work was worthy. I felt like this business is worthy. I feel like the time and commitment I've put into this is worthy of sharing the process, um, adjusting the pricing scale to what I have created it to be. Um, worthy feels like a weird word, but it feels like I felt worthy of what I was doing and sharing.
Yeah. Yeah. It was amazing. It was watching there's this moment that I hope everybody feels, but I know I've felt it and I watched it with you, is like you realize I do know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm doing. I am good at it, and people see that. And
Yeah.
it's like that's what came together for me watching you at that show. It was so fun.
It was a carrying myself with a confidence that probably I
Yeah.
haven't had in a while.
Yeah, totally.
And I can see that, and I'm thinking of other friends and their businesses, and when this is what you do, this is your passion, this is your gift, whether you're a therapist, whether you're an artist, whether you're a teacher, this is what you do. You speak like it, like share the story of what you do and believe in what you do. And yeah, I would hope that all people would get to that, whether it's small business or whatever, where you just this is awesome. I have something.
Yeah.
I am qualified. I am
Totally.
Yeah.
100%. I love it. So what is the mission of Sarah Jane Pottery? When you think of, when you were building your website, you spent a lot of time on language and you spent a lot of time on what is the mission? What are you doing here? So how would you describe, or what is your mission?
I think in a world that feels very commercialized, very Amazoned and Temu'd and all of the things, I wanted to create beautiful, functional art that people could use every day and just become part of their daily rituals, that it makes them smile. When you go to grab a mug out of the cabinet there you go. I've got one too. Out of the cabinet in the morning with your coffee or tea, it puts a smile on your face. I love holding this mug. I love the way it feels. If you're get a Saravino wine tumbler and you pour a glass of wine and share it with a friend on the patio at the end of the day, I want to create an experience that feels above and beyond just holding something.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel. There's a story in it, right? Like, and I think when people go to those shows, they know what they're going for. They want that too. So you're capitalizing on that market that I could get a bunch of crap from anywhere. Yep. But when I hold
we all have
this,
a lot of crap.
Right. Yeah. And I'm sick of the crap. And
Yep.
when I hold this and I'm in a, on a Zoom call with a client and I'm having a conversation, at least once a day, someone's like, oh my gosh, that mug is so beautiful. And I was like, oh yeah, it's my sister's. And I'll put it, I'll show that thing on the bottom and then we'll talk about it. But it's like, people want that. They want the unique thing that there will never be one just like this ever again. There's one. This is an N of one and it's mine. Yep. My two favorite colors from my sister. This is my favorite mug right here. I have a ton of mugs, right? So yeah. I love that it's functional, beautiful pieces and there is a need for that. And while yes, there are plenty of artists, it doesn't mean that there's not a space for you. So that's the other.
I feel that more and more and more in the depths of my soul, and I feel like I try to teach my children that, like, there are musicians out the wazoo. Go on Spotify. Yep. There's no shortage of new songs and albums released daily, but it doesn't mean you can't have a place in that space, right? There are business coaches left and right. But you have a gift that is so special and so different.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Yeah, it's super fun. And and we'll definitely talk about this more on future episodes about the power of you and that unique value proposition and that mission and the us in it. So it's one of those things that once you see it and feel it, you just keep honing how we can make people see us and see themselves in what we're doing and say, she's speaking to me. there's a line, and we'll talk a little bit more about niching later, but there's a line in niching, basically in marketing that says, if you're trying to speak to everybody, you're talking to no one.
Yep.
Right? Like if you're trying to sell to everyone, you're like, I can sell, anyone can use my stuff. You're like, okay, cool, but not everyone will. Let's find somebody who will appreciate it. So for us, for Sarah Jane Pottery, we spent quite a bit of time talking about your ideal client.
Yes.
Right. And so we'll just use the most recent, the summer's craft show. We took a guess. We knew this by going to we knew that the big expensive pieces would sell first.
Yep.
Lo and behold, what went first? The $100 platter.
Yep.
It gone. I think the thing opened at 10. It sold at 10:02.
Yeah.
And it was people who were going there looking for wedding presents, unique gifts, special occasions. And so we're going to harness that. We know that now, right? Like you're speaking to this person. You're like, I know these women on the main line outside of Philadelphia will buy $100 platter for a wedding. No doubt. And if I had a $250 wedding set, they would buy that too.
Absolutely.
Right. So it's you are putting a stake in the ground that says, I am building beautiful, not inexpensive, but highly valuable pieces. And I know that people will buy that. Yep. It's so great. It's so great.
Yep.
So the other thing I wanted to ask about is, in a year from now, what do you hope will be different? What do you want? I won't even say hope. What will be different about Sarah Jane Pottery in 12 months from now? So September 5th, 2026. What do you see?
More refinement. I think in the last year, have become a more consistent. I mean, I haven't done this full-fledged since I was in college. And even when I was in college, I was learning the craft. So I think just having more consistency in my pieces. I think tightening up my branding. I think I love the concept of visualizing and creating a collection from season to season. I think that's kind of from my retail roots. So just getting ahead of the curve and having, a seasonal calendar where I'm not making 2 weeks before the next show, but I already have that season baked. The concept was done some time ago. The pieces were built in an appropriate amount of time before that. So just more scheduled and consistent. And I hope I'm just killing it.
I love that. Yeah, it's
also make money. Period.
And let's lead with that. You're making money.
Yes.
You're making money. Like this is not an expensive hobby. And you already said you feel different about that. It's no longer just an expensive hobby.
Yep.
It is something that is a very viable business.
Yes.
What I love is that idea of the collections. It's been fun watching you create that, like create your design boards and stuff. It's so beautiful. Mm-hmm. Like your fall winter is going to be stunning. I can't wait for that stuff to come out. But I love that it's the line of, you're not making it. Oh yeah, there it is. It's so beautiful. But you're not making for a show. You're just showing.
Yes.
Right. Like the show happens to be here. So you're going to show what you have, but you're not making for the show.
Yes.
Which will feel so different.
Totally.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Really
and
fun.
I just had that conversation the other day about, I don't want to lose the ability to create art.
Yeah.
Trying to build, to sell the piece. So finding that balance of, okay, this may not be the most desirable collection, but this is what's on my heart. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going to go for it.
You're an artist.
Yeah, I'm going to be an artist, but I also
you're an artist.
So
yeah, you're an artist in business. Okay. So we're done. We're wrapping it up. This was awesome. Thank you so much for your stories. I got some really big takeaways. My big takeaways from your conversation is the power of seeing yourself and going with what you are. You are a maker. You are creative, and you are an artist. Building something around that to find the joy and confidence that you hadn't felt in a long time.
Yep.
It's number 2. So 1 goes right into 2. And then the third is that it's now about refinement. You know that all you have to do now is keep doing it, and it'll refine and refine and refine. Like watching from a year ago to today, it is so cool. Like the fact that, oh, it's so different. Like even just looking behind you, for those of you who are not watching this, she has all her stuff on the shelves, and there are pieces that are so gorgeous, and she's experimenting a lot, which is super fun. But it'll be fun also when the experiment is in a little bit more of a, like the Sarah Jane brand, like you said. So it's the brand of it. It'll be fun to watch. So congrats. I love it.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. So, hey, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Don't know if you can hear the hammering, but
yeah, they're back. They're back at it.
They're back. So we're gonna call it a day. But thank you so much for listening to the CEO Sisters Roadshow. We do have some resources online that you could find to declare and really define your mission and your vision and your goals. And so we'll have links to that in our show notes. But until next time, everybody, here's to your success. And remember that your business matters, and it really matters to us. So thanks for listening. See ya.
What's coming up ahead?
And that's our ride for today. We hope you enjoyed the trip. To find all the resources from this episode and to keep on trucking, visit ceosisterspodcast.com. Please don't forget to subscribe and rate and review the show wherever you listen. We'll see you next week when we're back on the road.